In this video, I'm going to demonstrate the capabilities of the Cloud CRM or the Customer Plus Plus app on a Clover device. I'm utilizing here a Station Pro. You can see there's a Mini tethered on the other end and a customer-facing end of it. And so Cloud CRM Customer Plus Plus app is an addition to Clover native capabilities. In other words, it is completely integrated with what's going on with your customer app, but it's more, right? So, for example, there's a number of limitations. The very first and the obvious one is that Clover limits to only about 250 records, and then doesn't show you anymore on a device. You can see more records if you go to the Clover dashboard on your computer or on your phone, basically through a web interface. You could see the rest of your customers, but display only works up to 250 customers. I do believe you can search for all of them, but for display only up to 250. So with Cloud CRM, that limitation is removed completely, and the records that we're displaying is quite endless. So you can see that I'm gonna scroll and scroll and scroll, and it's there's really no end. I believe maybe there's 9,000 records that we're displaying, and so all of that will scroll, and also all of it is searchable. And also, since we're talking about medical spa, you're dealing with people, you probably would want to utilize a camera and the avatar, because if you know on Clover natively, right, so if you go to the customers app, avatar is reserved for things that come in a customer management suite with like 4 different apps, and if customers do this, that, or the other, but you as the business don't really control this field. You can edit the name, but you cannot edit the picture. So the picture essentially, the management of the picture is essentially given to the customer themselves, and maybe one day they'll install the app that they are needing and sign up for the right thing that Clover is pushing to them, and then you'll see their picture. Otherwise, you will not. With our app, it's basically given to you to do whatever you wish with. And so you can see that we've put in a couple of avatars, personally like this one, but you can get in here, and this is the picture that we've used. You can go to edit profile and just edit, and I believe this will take a picture of whatever is. Let me see here. So it's top, gotta be where is, oh, there it is. It's actually going off of a here it is. It's going off of the Mini, so customer facing device, right? So actually pretty cool. I'm gonna take photo, and there it is. Now that's my avatar, right? So if you're in a kind of medical business, right, so you have very specific customers, you want to visually identify them as they're coming through the door so that you're not releasing any kind of medical information to strangers. This could be a really good way to do this. There is also ability, like let's say you need some pictures for procedures or whatever it is that you're doing in the medical spa business. You can also have fields added to their customer form, the kind of fields that allow for picture taking. Okay, so that's another, in fact, I think it's asking for one now. So let's go ahead and take a picture. There's our picture. All right, what else does it want? So, okay. All right. Validation is another thing that it does very well. All right, save, fill in all fields. Of course. Okay. All right, so. And there it is. So now we got the pictures and we have the avatar. enabled for your customers, okay? And then also you can turn on the assignment, right? So go require customer select, uncheck out, and there's allowed to cancel customer select or not to cancel customer select. So if you get rid of this button, basically you're forcing customer select on every transaction, and there's no way out of it. If you don't want that kind of control, you can just basically say allow and save. And then let me just kind of show you how that works. I'm gonna save this one, and I'm gonna put one item in, and as soon as I do, it'll prompt me for customer assignment. And you can see that it's pretty quick, and I can search by phone number or by name. So there's a 3, 4, I don't know, there it is. And so I've assigned this customer to this transaction, and I'm gonna pay like so. We'll go next. There's our receipt. We go next. We go pick an item. Not sure if it's gonna, triggers on pick an item as well. And then let's say you want to add a customer, you hit add a customer here, and you'd go through that procedure. But if you have one, it's really, really fast. And another thing that we think that might be very useful in the medical spa business is that if you have different types of customers, so like you might have walk-ins and you have customers that are that scheduled prior, and you can separate out those customers into different types, and you can have different forms for them even. So a form that so this is all types. Let me show you a lead, right? So here's the form for the lead. All right, so let me pick a lead, and here we have phone number, we have company, first name, last name. That's really all that we have, and that's our lead, okay? But then if we go into a vendor, for example, and we hit that form, right, this way, right? So it looks a lot more. See, now there's a lot more information here than there is on the other form. And in fact, you can edit. So here's all the fields, and I can turn them off or I can turn them on. I can move them around, so I can put zip code in front of a state, like so. And also, we can add fields, right? So to make it completely custom. And when you're adding fields, you can do text, numbers, date, yes, no, drop down, image, you get the idea. So these forms can be completely customized even to your customer type. So each one of these customer forms is specific to type, which gives you the endless amount of possibilities on the amount of different forms that you have for different customers. So if you are a medical spa, consider Clover, and definitely add Cloud CRM Customer Plus Plus, because I think it'll enrich your experience with Clover device. Thanks.